Hello folks, hello, it is me, Napalm. I'm back with more showcasing of Batman the Arkham Origins. Today we're gonna do The Dark Knight. Now notice how there's quotations in the video where it says Dark Knight because, I don't know, well first let me just show you the suit that we have. Just take a good observation, look at it, look at the color and everything like that, and then, just go to your bat chamber. It's like I did all the hard work of doing those challenges, which are easy, but like I said, very hard to attain in the correct number of order, though. And watch. Let's just go to the Dark Knight quotation, and it's literally the same thing, just a darker color. I honestly would not tell the difference. Honestly, I could have been playing through this the whole time and be like, "Oh, you were playing an alternate suit." I would not know. Yeah, they decided to replace the Nightmare suit with this instead, which, uh, I mean, I don't know. Well, technically, this is the one that they use for Arkham Knight, so I don't know. It's a bit of a bummer though. But I wanted to like showcase this one because like it's just like familiar talk. But I kind of want to just like the other costumes. I'll like those I'm gonna save for like specifically comics on like those. But yeah, we'll just do this one though because I want to talk about Telltale's Batman though. The Enemy Within. I just completed like episode 5 like 3 times, honestly. And I thought I'd talk about that though. So yeah, I really like the yeah, like I remember when it first came out, like I just spent the whole. I made 2 separate save files, one for the vigilante and then one for the villain. I played the vigilante storyline first, and then I played the villain second. And like, literally all I did was just like record like the main like segments before it skipped on to the next chapter, and then I immediately uploaded it. And yeah, everybody, a lot of people, like a lot of you guys, really liked it though. It's gotten a lot of good attention, and I gotta thank you guys for that. I'm glad you guys enjoy it. Like I said, that I know that like there's other channels that got like top priority or they got early access. So like already like the day before, I saw like full walkthroughs. Like I think it was like Rabbit Retrospect Games or like other channels that already had like the full walkthroughs or just like clips of like, oh, this is a Vigilante's first appearance. I'm like, fuck. So I was just like, oh damn it. So it was like I just try not to look at it. I just like, you know what? Don't worry about it. Just wait until tomorrow, play the game yourself, and then you can upload it yourself, though. Don't worry about that. And a lot of you guys really like it, so I gotta thank you guys for that. I'm really glad you guys enjoyed the videos. I enjoyed playing the games. I really liked episode 5 for this season. Definitely a lot of emotions, I gotta say. Mostly for like the character John Doe, especially for the villain one. It was like, yeah, yeah, I really felt for that character though. Actually, it was like definitely a different take on the Joker, and even for both sides, even for the villain one, actually, like he's actually the one that we all know and that we all know throughout the series, like him being the villain, gassing everyone to death. But they still managed to make him like like seem somewhat humane, because like throughout in the history of Batman, like Joker and Batman, they always like, they all those were like the 2 main enemies though actually. Like I'm pretty sure you guys knew that Joker was only supposed to come out in one series, one issue in the very old comics, but everybody liked him so much they decided to bring him back, and he became like the greatest foe for Batman. And yeah, for Telltale's games, they really pulled at your heartstrings, like just because throughout the whole season you're hanging out with John, and you can either be a dick to him or you could be his friends. I chose being his friend though, actually. Like, I don't know. I just like it just made him seem like very humane, but just a little misguided. And like, yeah, like I have a story for that actually. Like, but yeah, like yeah, Anthony and Gruber did a really great job with voicing this guy. Yeah, it made it very believable, very insane. But yeah, like I'll just go over like the Vigilante. Like I really liked it. Definitely a good take, different. I like a lot of people say it's like the Red Hood, and like the idea is like the Red Hood, but it wasn't at all like the Red Hood. It's just like John wanted to be just like Batman and wanted to get rid of crime, and I kind of like saw his ideas for that. Just like Like there's like one scene where like you know, he's just like, oh, Waller, you gotta leave, you know, that's the deal. And then Joker gets mad that, you know, that he's letting her off the hook after everything he's done, and that's when he's the first steps of him going ballistic and starting to kill people. And yeah, like I thought like the Vigilante Joker fight was a lot more violent and crazy compared to the villain one. The villain one, he was just like, it seemed like he was just doing that stuff just to get his attention. He was like heartbroken that Bruce didn't trust him, and he just wanted to get his attention, be his best enemy. And there was like some points where, you know, like you could see like some of the remorse or some of like the guilt that the Joker was feeling when hurting Batman or Bruce Wayne. And you know, you can definitely tell that, you know, there was a bit of regret in what he was doing. And yeah, even in the last fight, I really wanted there to be like, for the villain Joker, I really wanted there to be like really, really meaningful like dialogue there or something like that. Like there's one part that I like, it was the last fight, you know, where you're like fighting the Joker and then you're like, you have him pinned down and you're beating him up. Like I actually felt bad, like, cause like I hit like you know, you're punching him, and then he just like goes unconscious and his heart stops. I'm like, oh my god, what did I do? I killed him. But then like you revive him though, actually. So like I really wanted to play it again. I was just like, maybe like I don't think you can beat him though. Actually, I mean like I think you have the choice of not hitting him, and maybe like I thought there was gonna be like something different. Like he was probably gonna like push against you and like turn you on the floor, like he's pinning you down and he's gonna beat you or something like that. But then like he's just like, I can't do it, you know. It's just like I just can't do it, you know. In terms like, you know, like those memories with friends, like he knows that, you know, he was once a friend, and I was hoping there was gonna be different dialogue or something like, or like something like when you decide not to hit him, he's just like, why? And he just said, because you're a friend, John. It's just like, after everything we've been through, like I still consider you a friend. I really wish that there was something like that, because like the villain fight and his ending, it was actually really, really sad. I was just like, oh my god. It's one of those like things that it kind of sticks with you. I'm like, damn, that's, oh man. And yeah, it was really, really touching, very sad, especially for the villain one though, actually. Like, especially when it's just like, remember the times we were drinking frappes and, you know, you were helping me out with the ladies, and it was just like, ugh, my heart, my heart. It was very, very sad, very emotional. And I picked the best option, you know, to at least leave in good terms with them. Like, yeah, we had good times, and yeah, and then we got a good villain Joker ending, though. You know, he's like happy. He has a Bruce Wayne doll, and he just put red lipstick on it. So in a way, I say that there's like still a bit of friendship, though, and I hope it still sticks for like leading up to season 3. And let me talk about the Vigilante ending, like the fight was more brutal actually, because he was more crazed, and a lot of people were a bit confused about that. But my theory is just like John was like, he was playing hero. Oh shit. He was becoming a hero with Batman, and he just held that anger in for so long, you know, throughout the series. You know, it's just like, no, you can't kill Bane. No, don't kill Waller, and stuff like that. And it was just like to that point that he just became so fed up that he just lashed out and just went crazy. You know, you know that kind of thing when, you know, you hold up all that anger, and then when it finally comes out, it's just like something worse comes out than what normally would have happened if you said something first. And that's what happened with the Vigilante Joker. And they did a hell of a good job with that. He was actually really scary. I was afraid that he was going to fall into the Ace Chemicals thing. But I'm just like, well, that doesn't make any sense, because he's already like the Joker. This is a different take. He didn't become this by falling into a vats of acid. And there was one point where he would have fallen, though. I never saw the death scenes for that, or I wonder if there is one where he falls in, but yeah, but you managed to catch him, though. And with this ending, though, like, because like with the villain one, he like, technically they're not friends anymore. It's like, that's where they part ways. It's like, it's over. And he's just like, we had good times, right? It's at that point where it's just like, you know, I know we're not friends anymore. After this, you know, our friendship is over, but at least, did we have any good times at least, you know, when you were hanging out with me? And you're like, yeah, I chose yes, I did. And then he stabs you in the gut. And with the Vigilante Joker, he's just like, did you ever consider me a friend, you know, and not at least once? And of course I chose yes, I did. You're still my friend, John. And then You get the happy vigilante ending where Bruce Wayne visits John. It's Bruce Wayne, and it's not Hush. I've seen so many comments for people saying that, oh, it's Hush because Joker was like looked a bit confused at first, and then he started laughing, so it must have been Hush. It's not Hush. There was no build up or any like references as to like Hush even being in there at all. And a lot of people thought because like just the way like how Bruce Wayne just showed up out of nowhere, or how he was like so stiff in his movements or something like that. It's not Hush. And the reason I can tell you about that is because there's like there's three endings actually for the Vigilante Joker actually, because like at the end, like, there's also the part where Alfred leaves. Let me just stand on a rooftop and walk around just to, because I'm just flying around, but that's like the easiest way I can talk and play. But with Alfred, there's like the option where like you could either have him stay with you, or you can let him leave because like you choose to be the Batman. I chose for both ones, like I chose that to stay as the Batman because I felt like that was actually like the realistic choice in terms of the comics though. For the villain one, I had Alfred stay, but I just didn't feel right. And I was like, no, this doesn't feel right because he's never gonna give up being Batman. So like when I played the second time, I chose Batman over him. Um, what was I saying? For Vigilante Joker ending, if you choose the bad one where you say, no, John, we were never friends, I never considered you a friend. The ending is different. You get the bad ending though, where he like sees you as an enemy, and he's just like talking to himself. It's like, oh, there's voices in my head, and then he looks out the window, and outside you see Batman like grappling onto the roof and watching the Joker, and then like he flies away, and then Joker's like just like, yeah, he misses me, he's not over me yet. So like that's Bruce Wayne. If that can't be Hush, Hush doesn't have access to the Batsuit, let alone know that Bruce Wayne is Batman. So like, so pretty much like that's the bad ending though. Joker gets visited by Bruce as Batman, and in the good ending, he gets visited by Bruce as himself. They stay friends, and that's my proof that Bruce Wayne was Bruce Wayne. It was not Hush. So if you think so, you're crazy. And then again, I could be wrong, but I honestly don't think it's. I really no, it's not Hush. I don't think it's Hush. Don't. No, I know it's not Hush. That's my opinion. But yeah, definitely did a great job with that. I really enjoyed like recording everything. I literally spent the whole day. Like I went to work at 4:30, got off at 11. I know that someone actually asked me like, "Hey, can you stay like till 1?" I'm like, "Nope, I'm going home. I'm recording this shit." I drank like extra cups of coffee just to stay awake, and yeah, I managed to stay awake throughout the whole day, and I napped at the end, and yeah, I do not regret it. It was a great game. I can't wait for Season 3. I hope they make Season 3, though, because everybody really needs that closure of, like, what happens with John, and I really hope they include the Joker. Like, well, John Doe. And I was thinking, I put it in the description of my videos, and hopefully people read them to think, hey, that's a really good idea. I hope they do that with Season 3. But I was like kind of thinking that, like John Doe won't be the main focus, but hopefully they'll be like, I was saying like hopefully it'll be something like the Long Halloween, or something like some mystery based thing, or like there's like a main villain who causes chaos at Gotham City, and that Batman is trying to solve it, and there's just going to be at one point where he goes to Arkham Asylum to get some intel from the Joker, because like I was thinking, well, maybe this new villain for Season 3 could be an escaped Arkham patient, or it could be a staff member working at Arkham, possibly Jonathan Crane, and like, you go, just like, there's only one person who can help me, and then you go back, you go see John, and depending on what your choices were in Season 2, whether you stayed a friend with him, or whether you were, like you decide not to be friends, there's just so many possibilities that you can do with that. You go visit John, if you decide to be friends with him, it's like he's just overjoyed to see you. It's like, Bruce, buddy boy, he's just like very happy to see you. It's like, to what do I owe the pleasure to again? And then like, you just catch up, you probably visit him as Bruce Wayne instead of Batman. And like, let's say like you decide like you chose the ending where like, oh, we're not friends anymore, John, and you see him again, it'll be like, oh, it's you. It's just like, I haven't seen since when was it? The last time we fought. It's just like, I assume you're here to use me again. It's just the interactions though. He's like very sour that you're gonna see him, and then he's just like, I need some information on this person. It's just Joker's just like, oh, of course. It's like, Bruce Wayne, you haven't changed a bit. You know, like it seems like you only see me whenever you need something, and it's a little harder to get information out of the Joker in that phase. So definitely a lot of possibilities of what they could do with season 3. But I really hope that they bring back John Doe, even if it's for just one episode, or if they decide to like keep him throughout the whole season. I think that would be a really great idea. I was thinking kind of like a Hannibal Lecter kind of way, like where he continually visits John and tries to get information out of him. That I think that would be really, really great. I'm pretty sure fans would love that. They would be overjoyed if they had something like that. And I was also thinking like, oh, maybe it could be like kind of like a Thor and Loki moment though, like that kind of relationship. And at season 3, the big finale, like Batman is going up against this main villain guy, and probably like like it's being broadcast on TV, and John sees it, and he goes to help. He escapes Arkham Asylum and helps Bruce Wayne or Batman pretty much, and he helps fight him. Either as a villain or as a hero. Like if he's like a hero, like you decide to be his friend, he's just like, oh, nobody hurts my friend or my buddy. And then if he's a villain, he's just like, if there's going to be one person to kill him, it's going to be me. So either way, he comes to help you out. And, yeah, definitely a lot of possibilities. Those are my things. Those are my thoughts, actually. And then maybe, like, at season 3, like, at the very ending, like, they're just like, oh, John Doe hasn't been seen in a while. He hasn't returned to Arkham City, or we haven't seen him. And, they do a little cutscene of, like, Joker, like, wandering the streets, or just, like, he's escaped. But, I don't know. I think that would be really great if they did something like that. I really, really hope so. At least a little show where he visits John Doe. Even if it's for one episode, at least we get something. I really hope they do something like that. I truly, truly hope so. And I'm guessing, like, season 3 might be the last season for Batman, but then again, I hope I'm wrong, because I know with The Walking Dead, they're doing 4 seasons. Yeah, and I kind of lost interest in The Walking Dead for both the game and the TV series, so I'm just like, alright, well, if you guys can do 4 seasons for that, you can do 4 seasons for Batman, so give us something. And then, like, if what I say for season 3 is true, like the Batman visiting Joker on and off and he escapes at Arkham City, they could probably, like, do the last season, the 4th season, where it's Batman versus Joker again, maybe, I guess, or they could do a completely different villain and Joker comes out. But those are my thoughts. That's definitely what I think. But yeah, that was a story I wanted to tell you guys. Oh yeah. All right. So like I had this coworker actually that I work with, and it kind of reminded me a lot of John Doe, to be honest. I mean, he wasn't homicidal or like crazy, but or at least that I knew of, but he was definitely like had anger issues though, and he was like made it very difficult for everyone to work with him though. But I was like, I was always like very patient with him. I actually mentioned this in the Okami video actually. Like, I was trying to like tell the story, but like stupid game like kept getting cutscenes that was really loud. But yeah, I remember just like at the same time playing Batman: The Enemy Within. I think it was just barely the 3rd episode came out. And I was just like, my coworker kind of reminds me of John in a way, though, actually. He's a little nutty. He's a little crazy. Everybody doesn't trust him, so there's that. And I don't know. I thought it was pretty funny, though. And yeah. Yeah, like, this guy, he definitely had anger issues, though, actually. Because, like, he would just get mad at people for, like, the most random things. Like, I remember, like, he came to work late once, and he was mad at the supervisor for some reason. I don't know why. Because, if anything, they should have been mad at him, for coming in like an hour late, and he just started screaming at her and then made her cry, and yeah, everybody's just like, yeah, you can't do that. I didn't think that was okay either, actually, but other than that, I was just like, I would always talk to him. I was pretty much the only person who was actually, by the end of it, nice to him, though. I was like the only person who clung on to the faith that he would be good and stuff like that. I'd always talk to him. It's like, hey man, you can't do that. It's just like, hey, how's it going? Are you alright? What's up? How's your weekend? I was like pretty much like the one person who was actually nice to him though. And he was nice. He was in that one side, he was a nice person. Like he was like normal, but He definitely had some anger issues. He was like 40 years old. 40. Oh shit! What the fuck? He was 40 years old, but yeah, but definitely definitely had some anger issues. Like he would just go nuclear with over the little things, and that eventually led to him getting fired because they know like he wanted to transfer to a store, but he got into a little argument or a fight. Well, not a fist fight, but he was like again yelled at another supervisor, and that was pretty much the last straw. Like my manager and the district manager talked to him, and then like I was just like working, and then he came inside and he came up to me, he was like, "Well, I'll see you around, dude." He was like, "I got fired." I'm like, "Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry, dude." And he's just like, "Yeah, you know, like I should know better. I'm 40 years old, and 40 years old. Sounds like I've seen four." He's like, "I'm 40 years old, and I shouldn't be acting like this." I'm like, "Yeah, dude, you shouldn't though. You gotta keep your cool, like you know, otherwise, you know, stuff like this is gonna happen." And I remember just telling him, I was like, "Dude, just keep busy. Don't stand in one place for too long. Like, you know, keep busy. Definitely find work soon and stuff like that." He said that he had like opportunity. People were like interviewing him at Trader Joe's. It was like, definitely, dude. Just take it though. I mean, if even if it's not what you want, don't. Just keep moving forward. Just keep moving. Don't stand idle. And he's just like, "Yeah, well, yeah. Thanks again. I'll see you around, dude." I'm like, "You see ya." And that was actually the last time I saw him, so I never saw him after that. But I honestly hope that he's doing good. I hopefully hopefully wherever he's working, I hope he's working, or if he's working, like he's probably come down a bit. I just yeah, I'll be like, well, hopefully you're doing good, dude, wherever you are. Hopefully life is treating you well. And it was just funny because like I was playing Batman at the same time. It was just like, you know what, maybe I should. Because there was times where I kind of wanted to just kind of like, because he was actually there was some parts where you kind of like a little snippy with me, and I was just like, there was times just like, dude, you know what? You better shut the fuck up. You're getting a little too like, a little too. You're losing it. I'm trying to think of a good word for that. Um, but I kept my quote. Was just like, dude, you can't do that, and he would apologize. But yeah, in a way, towards the end, I think it was a good move that he left, or that he got fired. So it definitely made the store a little more calmer. So, yes, that's in some ways my John Doe, but we'll call him Steve, but yeah, I was gonna say, whatever you are, hopefully you're doing good. Alright, I think that's enough that I want to showcase for this one. It's not much of a showcase, like I said, I said it many times, like, this is what they gave us instead of the Nightmare Pack. I honestly wouldn't mind the glitches, you know, for the Nightmare Pack, if it was like, you know, like depending on his movements, if it was a little buggy or something like that. I honestly wouldn't care. I mean, like, I would have taken it. It doesn't matter, but instead we get the exact same suit. It's just painted black. It's not really much of a something to give us for all that hard work, but ugh, whatever. Anyways, this is where I'm gonna stop. Thank you guys again for watching, and thank you guys again for all the support you guys been giving me for the Batman videos and the for the Telltale's version. A lot of people really like it, so I'm glad I could provide some content that you guys enjoy. So yeah. Anyways, this is where I'm gonna stop. I'll see you guys again in another Batman video or in another video in general. Take it easy, guys. Bye bye.